Hello everyone, and welcome back to ArtWithEm. Today I'm doing the second episode of my DrawRNG series, or DrawRNG, and that's where I randomly generate a color palette and a few words that I use as a prompt for the subject of the drawing, and just go from there. At this point in the video, in the recording, I had not yet decided that that's what I was going to do. I was doing a bunch of sketches, trying to get ideas, and it seemed like the more I drew, the more frustrated I got, the less I liked my sketches, and the more upset I was that I hadn't gotten to an actual drawing beyond the thumbnail sketching. So I sketched a little bit more, and then I asked my boyfriend for some advice, and he told me to do an episode of DrawRNG. So this time, instead of just going with the first palette and first prompts that I generated two of each, two sets of words and two color palettes, and then used Google to coin flip and choose which words would go with which palette. And I ended up with this red, white, and blue kind of color scheme, and the words bath, pathetic, and bitter. The other words were secret, soft, blot, so I might use those in the future with that other color palette, but this is what I ended up randomly generating today. And I played around with a few different sketches. I played around with the silhouette being the shape of a wine glass or a wine bottle. I ended up going with this wine glass silhouette, and so the reasoning behind the prompt bath, pathetic, and bitter being what I've drawn here is I had the idea of bitterness with a double meaning of both bitter emotions and bitterness of like a red wine that has a lot of tannins in it. And I sometimes when I'm feeling upset will take a bubble bath, so I drew this very upset, very sad person with a glass of wine in the bathtub, just kind of throwing a pity party and feeling sad for herself. And I played around with the silhouette, as I mentioned, to make it sort of resemble a wine glass. It's kind of a little cheesy, I think, but I had fun making it work, and having this massive amount of wine pouring out of this glass and splashing onto the ground to look like the stem and foot base of the wine glass. I don't know about different terminology. I'm no connoisseur of wine, okay? I say I use the colors in the color palette. Obviously you can see that my colors have gotten darker than is available in the 5 that I was given, and that's because I'm using layer modes to mix the colors together and overlay and multiply to get different tones that fit what I want more. And I was able to get this kind of like pinky lavendery color for the skin and the tub to kind of bridge the gap between the white and the red, because there was no really like soft tone. It was either almost pure white or this bright red, and the pale blue or the cool gray or whatever you'd call that light bluish color was kind of unnatural looking. I tried using it for the skin, but it was a little too much, so I mixed a little bit of red into it to make it pinker. And I really got carried away and had a lot of fun painting this. Just really had fun with it, and I think it was a really good exercise for me to do. Since I wasn't inspired by my own brain thoughts, the internet came to the rescue, and I was able to generate these words. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a comment below and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Bye.